be honest, brothers and sisters, I never came here with a particular agenda or a particular thing to say today. Just Brother Stafford asked me to come and say a few words, and of course I was honoured. First of all, can we please have a round of applause for all the family members right here, please, ladies and gentlemen. Respect their struggles, the incredible strength they've shown over such a long period of time. We salute you, you know, and we take our hats off. No justice!
No peace!
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 But also we need to take our hats off to those who've gone before us. A lot of my generation don't understand. I'm lucky enough to understand because I got told the stories of how it used to be. And we think, because we're here today, believe it or not, as bad as things may be now and as much as things may be going on, there were battles that were fought in the 80s and in the 90s. So my generation didn't have to deal with Special Patrol Group dashing them in the back of the van and battering them every day. I'm not saying that doesn't go on. I'm saying there were battles that were fought, so we have to acknowledge that. Because right now, with austerity, right now, with everything that's going on, right now when we've got a government referring to human beings as swarms, right now when we've got a government referring to human beings as swarms after we've bombed their country. So we love them so much, we wanted to bomb them some democracy, and when they want to come here, we're like, you're a swarm, you're a monkey, you're an ape, go back to where you've come from. Connect the global racism to the local racism, they're not undivorced. There was a program a few weeks ago, a few of you may have seen it. It was called Britain's Forgotten Slave Owners. Yeah? Interesting. Mainstream TV program, but what did they expose? Deeply, unequivocally, the way in which this country was built primarily off of the enslavement of African people. The people that run this country haven't forgotten that. They haven't forgotten how and why we came here. And that doesn't mean that no one else is oppressed. There's plenty of other oppressed groups. But there is something specific and particular in the relationship between black people and this state. And we have to recognize that and understand that even such that Mark, whose mother is white, can be policed by a police department set up specifically for black people. Even there can be a police department specifically for black people. I'm half Scottish. Glasgow is the most violent city on the British Isles. But there is no police department for white on white crime in Glasgow. Yeah? So we have to understand some context, ladies and gentlemen. Do not wait, as Brother Stafford said, until it gets like America, where the blind man's head off in broad daylight while you're just answering your phone in your car. Don't wait till we see what's going on over the Atlantic and be like, oh, it's bad here, but it ain't as bad as America. Like we can take solace in such a disgraceful parallel. Don't wait for that. From here, it's organisation. It's every day. It's not just coming once every 4 years and assembling outside the police station. Next time you walk up Yasser and you see them man there chat to one and you them, come out your child, see what I want. Take some notes. Take some badge numbers. Don't let that you drove past you, someone's child, end up dead in this place right Yasser. You understand? Commitment is 5 minutes out of your day. Mentor the youth them so they know their rights and know their laws. And so when the police chat to them, like it used to happen to me when I was a youth, and I used to get frustrated and I want to swear and want to get angry, but I was lucky enough that there was a teacher in my school called Brother Basil Muhammad. I hope he sees this, right? And he gave me a card with my rights and what I should say and the things that I should know. What did that tell the police? When I pull that out and I read it off to them, what does it say? It says somebody cares about this youth. Someone cares about this youth. Does that mean I'm not going to do him nothing? Maybe not. But you know what? Someone cares about this youth. So let me take time. You understand? So let's recognize it's not just about today. Let's recognize the context and let's recognize, unfortunately, brothers and sisters, unfortunately, I don't think things are going to get much better over the next 5 years. We've got a strong battle on our hands, and I'm not saying it's just the current government that's in it either, by the way. I'm not romantic about the system overall, but let's organize on a day-to-day basis. Let's prepare, but most of all, let's understand the context in which this is happening. So then we can see globally the connection between what's going on between the people that are coming across the ocean, that look just like many of us, that apparently are swarms and cockroaches and pigs. You think people who can view Africans from Africa that way are going to view black people that live right next door to them lovely? I don't think so. You understand? So let's organise, let's move forward, let's respect the families, let's respect the struggle, and let's struggle. No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Last thing I want to say, me and my mum was talking about this on the way up here today, right? I've got a young brother who's here, he's 14 years old, right? I was maybe 10 years old around the time Stephen Lawrence died. And I remember going on a march just like this one, right? Around people just like this, screaming about justice and this and that. And it was no longer about just Stephen's murder at that point. It was about the way in which he was dealt with. It was about the assumption that he was a criminal, black boy stabbed. It was about all of the way in which this institution deals with young black bodies. Versus someone put up a meme this morning of Raoul Moat, who shot how much people? Shot one police officer in the face. They negotiated with him for 6 hours and arrested him peacefully. Sound familiar? How much of them killed there? The man who shot up 12 men in the cinema in America. Arrested him peacefully, though, innit? Right, you look at all of these parallels, right? You look at all of these white mass murderers, not called terrorists. A man just murdered 9 men in a church, he's not a terrorist, apparently. A man murdered 80-something people in Norway, he's not a terrorist, apparently. So yes, absolutely, exactly, all of them still alive. So yes, absolutely, other groups of people are brutalized. Yes, absolutely, other groups of people are oppressed. But you still got to see, when people that look like you murder how much people, they're still dealt with as human beings. When people look like us, armed or unarmed, people get caught up in foolishness. Oh, but this guy did this, this guy did that. I don't give a shit what someone done. There is no death penalty in this country no more. I don't give a damn. You understand? Don't get caught up. Make them catch up with that foolishness like it makes any difference anyway. You understand? Because they're only going to vilify you regardless. But what this made me think of is how 20 years later, we're still chanting the same song. We're still fighting the same struggle. We're still dealing with the same issues. We still got to find new tactics. We still got to find new ways of bringing this institution to bear, to justice. You understand? Make them accountable to the people. Brothers and sisters, no justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!